Hello, YouTube. Hello, MGTOW. Hello, Red Pill. Hello, ladies. How are you doing today? You lost your, so you don't have EBT, right? This is this is a response from the lame, the lame ninja, the Oreo, the one who doesn't speak black, right? The ones that you claim weren't that weren't hood enough, the one that didn't have any swag, the one that didn't have any that swag and that gangster mentality, the one that you didn't pick in the first place, the one that you passed over for the one that smoked weed, drank regularly, was basically the baller, the gangster. Basically, he had all the swag, you know. Let me help you out here. You could have had and built with a man, not just basically sit here and flat back it with him so that he can get some kids with you and basically have you collect an EBT in his freaking check for the rest of your life and alimony. You could have built with that man. You could have had a whole generation of wealth with that man. You could have basically been able to have children that weren't going to basically feed the prison pipeline system later on in their lives. You basically could have had children that weren't going to resent you for the rest of your life. You could have basically had children that would have cared for you. But you decided that was beneath you, and you didn't want to have nothing to do with this educated lame. So you went with the baller, the pookie, the ray, the gangster, the gangbanger, the freaking drug dealer, the plug, and everybody else except for the law-abiding young man that you passed on, who's now become not only who's now become a passport bro, a MGTOW, a red pill, a SYSBM, anybody that does not date you. And via that, they're finding out that a lot of white people are on food stamps and EBT and SNAP benefits too. Well, and Latinos or Hispanics is what you like to call, is what I call them. But those are three cultures that are going to have a hard time with these young men that have basically distanced themselves from the SNAP benefit Keisha, from the bonnet brigade, from the green stamp Keisha, you know, bonnet Bonisha, from fake hair Harris. I mean, come on. Don't break this in. Bonnet Bonisha? Sweetie, bonnet Bonisha. Let me tell you something, Bonisha. Your bonnet is not cute. Your bonnet is not cute. Back in the day, it is what it is. But let me break this to you here. You could have had a man that would have basically looked after you and your kids, but you decided to run him off and basically save him for later like he's leftovers. You decided to save him for later like he was like some leftovers. And men do not like to be leftovers. Men do not like being called leftovers. It's kind of hard to call men leftovers when you can basically get something new and fresher than you. Because you were the one that had multiple children from multiple baby daddies, that weren't going to take care of them. And now you want me to come back to save you? Me and other men to come back to save you? Man, you're out of your goddamn mind. We do not care. We do not care. You basically ran us off. Let me tell you what you did, Bonnet Bonisha, Miss Bonnet Bonisha. Let me break it to you. You and your Harbor Freight ratchet socket set friends done made it to the point that any of the educated black men cannot basically talk to the educated black women. Yes, what you have done to the educated black women is basically you have basically harassed them to the point to where they won't even look at an educated black man. You've basically left them with childhood trauma. Childhood and adult trauma. So congratulations. I would rather croak childless and single before I ever got with you. Bonnet Bonisha, EBT Erica, you know, EBT Erica, Bonnet Bonisha, Snap Sierra. I ain't gonna mess with you, Snap Sierra, Bonnet Bonisha, EBT Erica. Like I said, I've seen what happens to men who basically take over somebody else's responsibility because you failed to basically get the man to do it. Hey, guess what? It is what it is. You enjoy you survived. You were strong and you are strong and independent, and you don't need me. You do not need me or men like me. You are strong and independent. Bonnet Bonisha, EBT Erica, Snap Sierra. It is what it is, Snap Sierra. Bonnet Bonisha, EBT Erica. Like I said, you created this problem. And I hope to God that you figure it out yourselves because I'm not going to sit here and figure it out because you were strong and independent and you didn't need my help back then and you don't need my help now. This is Red Pill No One signing off.